scientists think about how the universe works. And as a scientist myself, I don't take that lightly. But I think on a deeper level, a more broad level, Hubble has changed the way that humanity thinks about space. Before Hubble, people thought of space as dark and void. And after Hubble, people think of space as beautiful and colorful and filled with beautiful things. And I think that subtle shift about how humanity thinks of space is profound, and it really speaks to the significance that this machine has had on our culture and on our society. So we all know that beautiful images from Hubble have graced books, scientific books, for the last 25 years. These books have covered all different spans of expertise: kids' books, adults' books, beautiful coffee table books that a lot of you probably have in your home. Images from Hubble have also appeared on, almost slide over. And it seems to be stuck. Sorry. Here we go. All right. Images from Hubble have also made it onto to fiction books as well, in addition to non-fiction books. And what you might not know is Hubble images have also inspired Pulitzer Prize-winning poetry. Hubble images have appeared all over our popular culture, on stamps, on the sides of U-Haul trucks, in Futurama. That lower left one there is from Futurama. So in all different facets of our sort of everyday popular culture, Hubble's made its way into those spaces. Hubble images end up in art galleries, and a lot of times there aren't even any changes that have to be made. The images themselves are beautiful enough to be art. And this is an example of one of those displays. This is in Venice. And as beautiful as Hubble images are, it's not surprising that those end up in as art pieces. What might be a little more surprising is that artists have taken spectra from Hubble and also found a way to make those beautiful. So this is also in Venice. This is a projection of a spectrum from the Hubble Space Telescope, and it was a sort of moving projection of spectra that was across this building. So really a cool thing that artists have done to bring Hubble spectra into people's lives. Hubble images have graced greeting cards. There's a whole crew of makers and crafters that have been inspired by the Hubble Space Telescope, and yes, that is a stuffed Hubble on the left, complete with astronauts. The image on the right is an embroidery that was actually inspired by the last servicing mission when John had to do a really difficult task of replacing this instrument, and he said he just had to do it one screw at a time, and so someone was inspired to do a cross stitch of that. Artists have used Hubble images to create their own beautiful art, and there are many examples of this. On the art scene as well, Hubble has inspired not only art in classrooms, but actual real science content in classrooms. There is now Hubble content in classrooms in all 50 states, used by 500,000 teachers and 6 million students. And every year, Hubble exhibits are seen by over 9 million people. So the impact of Hubble goes beyond the public and really into the lives of our students here in this country and in countries abroad. Hubble images have graced the runway. This was at the 2010 New York fashion show. Hubble images have made it into music, into popular music. Guitar there on the left designed by a Hubble enthusiast, and on the right is some screenshots from a YouTube video. Hubble images have made the cover of rock albums. Anyone know what band this is? Come on. Anyone? Someone? Pearl Jam! Alright, very good. I'm a big Pearl Jam fan, so I really like this picture. And then Hubble images have also inspired more classical forms of music. So this is an example called Hubble Cantata, which is a symphony orchestra production that uses Hubble imagery. And Hubble has inspired modern dance pieces. So Hubble has really inspired the world in all these different ways, in art and music, and in addition to scientists like myself that use the Hubble images to learn more about the universe. And so one of the questions is why? Why do Hubble images end up on the side of U-Haul trucks? I'm not sure I know the answer to that. I think part of it is is the fact that, when we human beings look up at the cosmos, we realize that we're connected to it. In the way that Jason already mentioned, the very iron in your blood and the calcium in your bones was formed inside of a star that exploded in a supernova. And so we're really connected to space in a fundamental way. And I think another reason is the fact that the Hubble story is a human story. It took teams of thousands and thousands of people to get Hubble into space to begin with. It's taken teams of thousands of people to come up with the amazing science results that we've gotten from Hubble. And all along the way, for the past 25 years, and before that, leading up to launch, there have been so many people, huge teams of people, that have worked together to create this amazing machine. And I think another reason is the fact that telescopes like this allow us to answer big questions. And these questions are bigger than just scientist questions. These are questions such as, where did we come from and how did we get here? And then the big one, are we alone? And these are questions that are more than just scientist questions. These are questions humans have been asking ever since they've been able to ask questions in the first place. And so these telescopes allow us to start to get to some of those answers to those big questions that humanity has. And I think that plays a big role in why telescopes like Hubble become such a part of our culture. And the good news is that we're not finished with Hubble. Hubble's still going strong. It has a bright future ahead of it. And we're working towards awesome new telescopes right now that will enable us to push further and learn more about the universe. And with that, I'll turn it over to Alberto, who will tell you a little bit